Have any of you guys ever struggled with faith before? Any of you ever wrestled with doubt and unbelief? Well, in this video, I share with you my thoughts on overcoming doubt. Hi guys, my name is Justin and I want to welcome you to That Christian Vlogger. It's a place where you get to join me and experience faith in the first person. If you happen to be new here, I make videos with the purpose of helping you draw closer to God several times every single week, so definitely consider subscribing. Also, if you happen to enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to share it with a friend. So this morning, while I was at the laundromat watching my clothes spin over and over and over, I was sitting here thinking and studying the Bible when the sense of fear and doubt overcame me. Now, many of you guys are aware that I just quit my job in the hopes of pursuing this channel as a full-time job and career, and while I'm really excited about this journey, and on most days I do believe that God will work it out for good, I couldn't help but ask myself, what if? The question what if can be a terrible question to ask at times. You know, what if things don't work out, or what if I fail, or what if I'm making the wrong decision? Now, it's important to ask these questions in general, but after God has weighed in on the matter, and I believe He has called me to make this move, the question of what if looks a lot less like pragmatism and a lot more like doubt. Now, we all end up wrestling with varying degrees of doubt and unbelief throughout our Christian walk, but the question that matters is how we respond to doubt. Especially during the Old Testament periods when God was in the business of parting waters, fire from heaven, and all kinds of signs and wonders, I was always blown away with how the doubt of the Israelites continued to grow and grow. How could these people who saw these miracles possibly end up still doubting? As it would turn out, Jesus was surprised by the degree of faith that people had too. In fact, did you know that there were only 2 recorded times that Jesus was ever surprised? The first time in Luke chapter 7, when Jesus meets the centurion who asks him to heal his servant, and the Bible says that Jesus, quote, marveled at him, saying, "I tell you, not even in Israel have I found such faith." The second time that Jesus was caught off guard is found in Mark chapter 6 verse 6, where Jesus is found surprisingly powerless, much like a kryptonite weakened Superman. Unable to do any mighty works there, the Bible says that Jesus, quote, marveled because of their unbelief. To me, this highlights the massive importance of faith in the life of a Christian. Only twice in the entirety of the Gospels is Jesus ever recorded to have been caught off guard or surprised. And both times it was because of the degree of faith that a person had. So what do we do in times of doubt? Well, I like to think of a quote by one of my favorite authors, and it goes like this: "We have nothing to fear for the future except as we shall forget the way that the Lord has led us and His teachings in our past history." You see, remembering the way that God has worked in the past is the remedy for overcoming doubts in our life. And for me, in this moment, I choose to remember the times that God has worked in my life. When faced with my insecurities and my doubts about the future, the thing that I choose to focus my attention on is all the many times that God has already come through for me in the past. You see, if God has brought me this far, then I can have faith that He'll continue taking care of me as I move forward. Why? Because God is always faithful. Yes, this season of my life is unsure and fairly scary, but all in all, I don't need to be worried. Though it's been a few years since God has called me to make a leap this large, I have faith that God is still there and that He will continue to take care of us. He's come through for me every single other time in the past, and I choose to trust that He will do so today. This episode of That Christian Vlogger was made possible by all of these lovely people. So if you'd like to support the show, you can do so on our Patreon page at patreon.com/thatchristianvlogger. Until next time, I'm That Christian Vlogger, and I want to encourage you to experience faith in the first person. Oh, also, and I love random facts, and I think I'm going to share with you guys some kind of like useless facts at the end of each show. So today's useless fact is that there are more trees on Earth than there are stars in the Milky Way. We'll see you guys next time.